We all know Goodwill is a great place to donate items or to pick up a specific item for a reduced price, but there's so much more that happens behind the scenes.
Here to explain all of that is Chief of Marketing and External Relations, Brent Stewart. Good morning, Brent.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
Great to have you back again. We all do love a little bit of a trip to Goodwill.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing even as someone who works with the company, it's still like the place to go to if you've got something specific to pick up.
Absolutely. I was just there yesterday going through a donation drive, and there's so many great places to donate. You know, here in Southern Nevada. Southern Nevada is very giving to our community, but a couple reasons why people might want to think about donating just to Goodwill is they're putting so many people to work in several different ways. Number one, we employ almost 1,000 people here in Southern Nevada, people that need a first job, or maybe they need a second chance after they face some barriers to employment. We also train people who have disabilities to work more independently, assess their ability to work on their own, get competitive employment elsewhere. So in some ways we're a training ground, and if people move on from Goodwill, we've given them a great start.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to Goodwill's job training as well, I mean, that's an important program that you guys have. Who do you serve, and what types of careers do you help people pursue? Yeah,
so when people shop at Goodwill, the dollars that we raise, it's fantastic because whether people are coming in to find great value or value great finds, they are helping to fund job training programs that provide free services to people looking to be commercial truck drivers, welders. We have in-house training programs for stagehands, which goodness knows this industry here in town needs reliable stagehands. And then last, we have healthcare training programs. And the way our healthcare system is growing here in our area, they need entry-level people that can be certified nursing assistants and medical assistants. We help people get into those fields at no cost to them.
But it does go beyond that as well, that there are other community services that happen here. So when people donate or when people buy something from Goodwill, what other areas are they helping to support around the community?
Well, the great thing is sustainability is a big thing here. And you know, we know how we love saving water. Well, we're also saving things from that could be going into our landfills. So that's a great service to the community. We also are very proud to support the art community and the fashion community because people who are designers and creatives, they rely on Goodwill for the raw materials for their creations, whether it's frames in our art section or going through textiles and creating new outfits from scratch. We love to support people who support Goodwill.
For people looking to donate, I think a question for a lot of individuals is, you know, what can I actually donate and bring to Goodwill? So what are those items?
Well, short of, say, hazardous materials and also mattresses, which we just by regulations can't accept, other than that, don't go too deep into what will they accept or not accept. We have donation drives with friendly donation attendants, and they will take whatever you have, and our goal is to find a home for as many things as possible. We find a new home for about 87% of what's donated to Goodwill. Some things simply can't be sold through or, you know, sent on to a new home, but we go to every length to try to make sure that whatever's donated to Goodwill, we save the waste in things.
What and where can people go and make these donations? Because some locations are bigger than others, can take bigger objects, and others have that regular flow of continued donations.
Actually, every store can accept donations. I'd say the one, our Deja Blue Boutique, which is at Charleston and Wallapai, probably don't bring your donations there. We funnel a lot of the higher end products to that boutique, but otherwise, just come to Goodwill. Our donation attendants are there. Most of them have drive-throughs, so it's very convenient to go in and out. And from there, we sort everything out, and it can make it to the sales floor within an hour or two.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, working with Goodwill, you're seeing impact happen on both sides. So can you share a little bit more about what that feels like for you? You know, you're seeing your own employees and the impact your programs have, and for the people that you're helping as well.
Absolutely. Well, we just had a graduation the other day for people that have gone through and become commercial truck drivers and welders and stagehands, and to see the pride that they have in making these leaps forward in their own lives, especially when they face challenges. And pretty much everyone that we support doesn't have a college degree, and college was never their track to prosperity. But the thing is, for a lot of people, their greatest destiny is not on the college track. It's finding a way to put their hands to work, to put their mind to work, and, you know, take that natural desire to help our community and put that into action.
Well, Brian, we always appreciate a visit. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to learn more about the programs and everything we've discussed this morning, just head to goodwillvegas.org.